Welcome to Ask Alfie. This is where we answer your question that you've submitted to Coach Alfie Townsend. And I'm with the coach right now. And, Coach, it's great to see you today.
Nice seeing you too, John.
All right, well, the first question comes in and it says, my husband is constantly buying and selling stocks and mutual funds without any advice or guidance. Can you believe that? Watching him constantly move our money around is giving me heartburn. Do you have any advice to get him to stop or at least get some help?
Well, what I can do, a couple things. I can analyze what he has and show him if he's taking how much unnecessary risk he's taking. But I'm going to give you a story. There's a lot of do-it-yourselfers, and why do you think they do it themselves? Is because they want to save money, but a lot of time it's costing them money, and they look at just the $6.95 fee buying and selling. That's not the fee. It's the cost of buying and selling, the taxes. In addition to that, their allocation, the risks they're taking. And I have a story about do-it-yourselfer.
All right.
And why it costs more money. I know it because last year I was about to go to work and my wife said, Alfie, the toilet is leaking. And I said, well, let me take a look at it. So I sat on the toilet, took the top off, sat it on my thighs there, and I had my wife roll up my sleeves. I put my hand in there to tighten, thinking that it was leaking there, and it was all tight. And I'm like, well, it's not that. So I went to put my hands are all wet. I went to put the top back on. What happened? It slipped out of my hands. It busted the tank. Water everywhere. I had to rush and turn the water off, and so I had to end up calling a plumber.
Of course. I
had to end up buying a new tank, and so it cost me about $700-800. When something I could have called the plumber out, and it was just a little seal under there, he would have fixed it for, let's say, $100. And the problem is, I tried to do it myself on something I wasn't 100% sure what, and this is what happened. A lot of times with investing, it's the same thing, John. You're doing these, you're making these transactions, and you have to ask, can your spouse do the same thing that you're doing also? Because something happens to you, she's the one that has to do what you've been doing. It's very hard. So what we do at the Advanced Retirement Group is we'll put a plan in place that will help you and your spouse while you're retired, through your retirement, and you can go enjoy your children, you can travel, play golf, do the things you want to do, and not have to worry about, should I buy and sell? That's
a great point. Sometimes an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and it's good to have a certified financial planner like yourself helping people navigate through the fog of investing. Well, our second question comes in, and it says, I inherited around $500,000 from my mother who passed away last year. What will I owe in taxes? What do you suggest I do to begin investing this money? I don't have a mortgage or any other debt, but I have not saved anything for retirement because I've been a contractor all my life. I'm 47 years old. Where do I get started? Wow, that's a loaded question, Coach.
That's a lot of that's a great question, though, because I'm sure his mom worked hard for this money. That's number one. So you want to be able to take that money and put it to work for you so you have memory of what mom passed on to you, okay? So one of the things we're going to do, we're going to look to see if it's an IRA. What type of account is it? Is it an IRA where now it's going to have to be called an inherited IRA where you'll receive this money and you have to start taking distribution? Is it from stocks where you're going to get a stepped up basis? So we have to look at this account and see exactly what it is, and then we go to work. We'll put it to work for you if it's an IRA, if it's not an IRA. But since you don't have a retirement plan, what I would like to do with it after we find out what the taxes are is I would like to put a plan where you can have income and you can have some. This is a great start for a retirement plan if you don't have one, especially.
Excellent point. Well, you owe it to yourself to get a second opinion. Coach Alfie Townsend is available to meet with you in Fort Myers or Naples, and he'll sit down with you and take a look at what you have, answer all your questions, and make investing ideas and directives that will help you in your retirement years. Give him a call at that number appearing on the screen. Meet with him in Fort Myers or Naples. He's available to talk to you today. Stay tuned. We're going to have more talk on retirement coming up right after this break, so don't go away.